3, Happy New Year! I hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. What did you all get up to? I hope you had lots of time to spend with your family, to play with your toys, and to just have some nice time at home. I know Christmas was a little bit different this year, but I hope you managed to have lots of fun. Okay, I also hope that you got lots of time to play in the snow. Weren't we lucky to have all of that snow? Okay, I hope you had a chance to maybe go sledging or build a snowman or throw lots of snowballs. I hope you had lots of fun. Okay, now I'm really sorry that we are back to me doing these videos and back to remote learning. It's not the way any of us wanted to start the year, but unfortunately we've all got to do our bit and stay home and keep safe and look after each other. So for the time being, we'll be doing our learning like this, okay? But I know you're all superstars and you will do a fantastic job of all the different activities that I set. So just try your best. If you do find anything tricky, don't worry, okay? Maybe ask your parents to send me a little email message on the Year 3 email and I can do my best to help you. Okay, right then. So for Monday, we are going to start the day with Mr. Carey's Gospel Assembly. So there's a link on the Year 3 page to Mr. Carey doing his assembly. Okay, so I hope you enjoy that. After assembly, like we would normally do, we're going to do English. Now our English this week is continuing from last week based on the Stone Age boy story. Now, if you didn't manage to do last week's home learning, don't worry, because today is when we start reading the book and thinking about it properly. So if you didn't do last week's, it doesn't matter. Right, so I've done 2 videos for English. One of me reading the story, so I hope you enjoy that, and the adventures and learning all about the adventures of the boy. And then video number 2 is me explaining the PowerPoint and explaining the activity that I want you to do. But basically, in short, you're going to be putting yourself in the main character's shoes, the boy's shoes, and thinking about how he'd be feeling at different parts in the story and what he would be thinking in his head, what would his thoughts be, okay? And we've done lots of that in class before, so I'm sure you'll be brilliant at that. Okay, now like we did in November when school was closed, I've also set some spelling, reading and handwriting activities for you to do. Now, like last time, if you find it's too much to do all 3 every day, just pick one and then maybe the next day do one of the ones you haven't done yet. Okay, if you find it too much, you don't have to do it all, but it's just there if you need it. Now the spellings this week, I've given you some new ones to have a go at practicing. So they're on the little PowerPoint, so have a read through. You might like to try writing them in sentences as well if you want a little extra task, okay? And the reading activity today is all based on sharks. Okay, I hope you enjoy it. I enjoyed reading the little extract and learning some facts about sharks, definitely. Right then. So once you've done English, make sure you have a little break, a little snack to charge your brains up. Okay, then it'll be time for maths. So for maths, I've done a few little starter activities to get your brains going and some times table practice. But again, if you want more, just use times table rock stars or hit the button or something like that. Now in maths, we're going to be continuing with multiplication. Okay, I've seen lots of your work from last week. You all did really well with the multiplication work, so well done. This week, well today, we're looking at arrays. So I've just done this to show you. So an array is a group of objects that are set out in rows going across and columns going down. Okay, it does explain this on the PowerPoint too, but I just thought this would help as well. So rows go across, so we've got 3 rows across and we've got 3 columns going down. Okay, so we could write that as in multiplication as 3 rows times 3 columns, and the total would be 9. And if I wanted to do repeated addition, I could do 3 add 3 add 3 equals 9. So on the PowerPoint, I've also said as a little extra task, you might like to make your own arrays and then write the multiplication out for the arrays that you make. So I thought you can maybe use some leftover Christmas chocolates. I've got lots of them. Or you could use pasta or maybe fruit or anything that you've got in your house to lay out in columns, okay? But key thing to remember for an array, your rows and columns must be equal. So you couldn't have 3, 3 and then 4 in one row. You have to have the same number in each row, okay? And for the columns, you've got to have the same amount in each column going down. So I couldn't have an extra one here just on the end, because then they would be unequal groups. I'd have 4, 3 and 3. Okay, so you've got to have the same in the columns and in the rows. All right, brilliant. Okay then, so after maths we are going to do some PSHE. Okay, so some learning about relationships and friendships and things. So today's task, I've done a little PowerPoint, so you need to work through that. And I've also done a little activity based on what makes a good friendship. So I'd like you to watch a little video on YouTube all about all the ingredients of a good friendship, like kindness, caring, loving, a bit of humour, a bit of fun. And then what I want you to do is make your own recipe all about how to be a good friend. So you might have a spoonful of love, you might have a heap full of smiles, you might have a jug full of honesty. Okay, and then if you want to have a little extra challenge, you could write out how you make the recipe. So for example, pour the honesty spoonfuls into the mixing bowl. It's just a little bit of fun, okay? So if you work through that PowerPoint and complete the activities, and then finally, it is going to be French, okay? So what we're going to do, because before Christmas we were doing the French animals, so we're going to continue with the French animals. There's a little PowerPoint with the names of the French animals. So try and practice the pronunciation. Try and think about how you say the different animals. And then there's a little sheet at the end for you to name the animals. If you don't have a printer, don't worry. Just draw the animals and then label them in French, okay? There's also at the end a little optional game that you might like to play if you've got time, or if you've got somebody to play with, you could have a go at playing that, okay? So I hope you have a lovely, lovely, lovely day. Remember, just try your best with the home learning. And if you miss bits, if you don't get it all done, it doesn't matter, okay? Because we can catch up at a later date, okay? So have a lovely, lovely day. I would love to see what you get up to. So please send me some photos, some messages or whatever to the Year 3 email address. That'd be brilliant, okay? Enjoy your day, Year 3, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.